Hi everyone, I'm Nikki, this is Leigh, and we just bought a new house.
The house was originally built in 1937. Nikki and I fell in love with it at first sight, but it's going to need a lot of renovations. There's a big garden, the ground floor has lots of light and even has a fireplace. The first floor has 2 bedrooms, a good sized bathroom that leads out onto a balcony, and at the top of the pointy attic there's 2 small bedrooms. So we're going to see if we can turn this rundown house into a home in time for the arrival of our first baby, which is just 5 months away. About 2 years ago we bought a camper van that was totally empty and we turned it into our dream camper, and we're hoping to do the same here with our house. It needs a lot of work, so let's go inside from beginning to end. We're taking you with us. We're no experts, are we, Nikki?
We're total amateurs.
Amateurs. So if you've got any advice, let us know, but we're hopefully gonna make it work.
So come on in. The house is from 1936, so as you can see in these old details, I think it never has anything done to it.
No. These are really old, and the electricity's in here. Have a look how old that is. Oh my gosh, what do you reckon about that, Nikki? We'll probably have to change that.
I think we have to do all the electrics again, because that's all pretty old. Here you can see the wardrobe.
It's a beautiful wardrobe.
You can leave your jackets and coats and boots and whatever in here.
And there is a meter behind here.
That's the gas meter.
That's the gas meter behind here.
On this side you have the stairs. It's an open stairs, which I think is pretty cool, fits the house.
So what do you reckon we're going to change here, Nikki?
I don't know.
You don't know. Okay, that gives you an idea of what we're dealing with. Let's go to the next room.
Yeah.
Drop your comments below if you think you've got some good ideas for what we should do, because like I said, we're amateurs. We haven't done this before. It's our first house we've ever owned.
Yeah, we literally got the key 2 days ago, so we haven't really had a lot of time to think about what we want to do with it yet. But as you can see, this is the living room. Quite a big area.
Yeah.
With a fireplace, which is massive.
Yeah, it's got a massive fireplace there.
Maybe there's some hidden treasure in there.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
Ooh.
It's looking pretty crusty in there, isn't it?
You can actually see some old
banknotes in there. Someone's been burning stuff.
Yeah, it looks pretty old and crusty, so...
We don't know if it's going to work, do we?
No, we have to have that checked before we, you know.
But it would be cool to have a fireplace.
Definitely.
But maybe not one this big though. The other thing is, it's kind of like at a weird angle. Like if I come back here, you can see it's like halfway on the side of the wall there.
Yeah, it's kind of in a weird position. So you cannot really put a couch here or a seating area, because you'll be in the way of the door, which is really, really strange.
Yeah, it's really strange. So we'll have to think about that one. What do you think of the floor tiles?
They have to go.
Floor tiles have got to go?
They gotta go.
Me and Nikki are divided on this one, the roof beams. I like the roof beams, Nikki not so much.
No, I don't know if they're original, but they're not functional. They're just here for decoration, and I don't like them at all.
And if we did take the roof beams out, it's actually hollow above there, so we'll probably get an extra bit of height. So let's go have a look down here. This is probably the most controversial room about what we're gonna do in this whole house. Because it's kind of narrow here, to have a table, you don't really have much space with this giant wall. But it is a load-bearing wall. So that means if we take it down, we're gonna have to have steel beams there, and that is gonna be expensive. So a lot to think about here. This isn't that pretty either. This is the end of the original house, and this is an old extension. So Nikki, we have to think about this one. Over here, we've got the old gas heaters. The old heaters, they take up a lot of space as well, so it'd be nice to get rid of those, rip the tiles out and put some floor heating in here to make some space. But let's go check out the kitchen. Nikki, you're up.
This is the kitchen. As you can see, it hasn't been changed in forever.
In a long, long time. It is so old.
It's gonna need a big update.
This room's gonna make the house that have the biggest change.
So what we want ideally is to knock this wall down and just have a big open kitchen living area.
And also knocking these out. If we have the floor heating, we won't have that in there.
Here you can have the most dirty, how do you call this thing?
Extractor fan.
Extractor fan.
Oh my gosh, that is so old.
You've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, it's crusty, man. Okay.
But it works.
But it works.
Which is actually quite a miracle.
Yeah, but it works, huh?
The other thing that's weird about the kitchen is this area. If you go down here, you go to the beautiful view of the garden, but it's taken up by the toilet, which is very strange.
Hello.
So what we want to do ideally is when we knock this wall in the kitchen down, we also want to knock this wall down, make this floor level with the rest of the house, and basically connect this to the rest of the kitchen slash dining area. And because you're going down there in the kitchen area, you can also see here at the top, which is much lower than the rest of the house. So it's very strange, and we really have to look into how we're going to fix that.
This is a problem because this could be really expensive. If we need to lift that up and the floor up and knock that wall down, our entire budget, we don't have much of a budget. I should have said that at the start. We don't have much of a budget, so we're trying to do it most ourselves and as cheap as we can, but this is major surgery.
Yes, and I think this is also the one part that we really want to change, because we want to have a nice glass wall looking out over the nice big garden.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So if anyone's got any tips here, let us know. We've got a bit of conundrum.
So this is the garden. I actually really like it because it's massive. It's really the biggest garden that I've ever had. It's gonna need a lot of work. It has a lot of weeds in there, but also a lot of nice looking plants. We got loads of pavers in here, which we're probably gonna rip up because we like a grassy area. Also, they're very dirty and mossy, so I think they're gonna have to go. It's perfect for a barbecue and it gets lots of sun, so I'm really excited about this.
And there's one thing in the garden I have to show you. If you've ever seen my treasure hunting videos, me and Nikki have a YouTube channel where we treasure hunt all over the world. I get stalked by bikes. I go magnet fishing in the canals, and look what's here. Of course, the house has a bike here waiting for me. Oh my gosh, that's so cool, and it's a good order as well. But the other thing I want to show you is the shed, stalked by bikes. It's just the way it is for me, no complaints. That one's actually not so smelly or rusty.
It's actually a really good bike.
Yeah. Yeah, that bike's less smelly than the ones I usually find. But come on in, let's have a look at the shed. Here, this is a really cool space. It's actually a big shed. It's smelling a bit musty right now, but it's like, actually reminds me of my pop's shed when I was a kid. It smells exactly like that. So I've got a nice workbench here. I'm thinking I can do some restoration videos or something like that on there. But yeah, really big space, super cool. And maybe when we get some more money, we can, insulate this and make it a little bit warmer when I'm out here working. But yeah, love having a shed. Really cool. Let's go upstairs now.
Let's go. Now let's go into the baby room.
In case you guys didn't know, Nikki is pregnant. We're having a baby, which is the reason we bought a house. Yeah. And this room is perfect for a baby, really, because it's not that big. Later, we would like to extend this out, wouldn't we? And have like a duckapel, they call it here, or a dormer in Australia. But for now, I think it's big enough for a baby. And as you can see out here, we've got the roof terrace. So it would be nice to have the doors open out there, like some doors that you can walk out of this room into the balcony. And that means we'd have to change that, the gas thing.
Radiator.
Change the radiator and make it accessible, so there's a bit of moving around.
I think this room's quite a nice size for a baby, but what we would like to do is maybe knock this wall down so that this cupboard is also a part of the room. And then to make the room even bigger, we want to knock down this wall and take this closet and make it another part of the room as well. So then you'll have an actually really nice sized room.
The other way we could extend this room is through this creepy cupboard. I don't know if you're going to see in here. Behind this cupboard is this creepy hollow passage. And as you can see, it goes behind the room there. So we could extend this out and make it a bit bigger in the room there. But is there any treasure in there? Can anyone see anything? That'll be interesting if we find something in those caves, or so we smash it down, Nikki. And on the other side of this wall is the master bedroom, so that's super thin. And we could extend that out. They have a sharing cupboard, so we could extend that out to make this one longer. Another thing that could be quite easy. Okay, so let's go to the main bedroom, which is just around here. Main bedroom. Red carpet, looks awesome. It's quite a big master bedroom. It doesn't have an ensuite or anything like that, but it does have these giant cupboards. I'm not too sure if they can stay. The other thing about this house, it doesn't have any insulation. So that's the roof there. So we're gonna have to figure out a way how to insulate this house. So if anyone's got any tips on insulation, we'd love to hear from you. And the other thing I wanna show you here is this goes right back behind there. So you can see that's the angle of the house roof that allows that extra space there. And on this side, they've actually just put it straight down. So we could knock this wall down. What do you reckon, Nikki?
I think if we knock this wall down, we probably win an extra meter.
I'll take you into the creepy part on this bedroom. It's actually really big behind here. I should call this a haunted house to it. Look, so they're in the cupboard and they've got all this space behind there that we could actually extend the bedroom out. And there's probably treasure behind there as well. So what we might do is just block this off and have the other kids' room extend their cupboard to here. So that gives that smaller room a bigger space. All right, let's go check out the bathroom.
Let's go check out the bathroom.
Let's go check out the bathroom then.
The bathroom has been remodeled 20 years ago,
Yeah.
which is a long, long time. But I think at the moment we're not going to change anything about it because it still looks pretty good. And for our budget, it's better to just leave as is. Everything looks pretty good. It all looks clean. The only thing here is that it's kind of ripped. We can fix that easily. And one door in the shower is missing.
That's
So,
handy.
Very handy if you just want to walk in and wet the whole floor, but not so handy if you just want to keep it clean. Let's go to the rooftop terrace.
You have to go through the bathroom to get to the rooftop terrace.
All right, as you can see, the rooftop is actually quite big, which is a very nice area. The weird thing is, what you could see from downstairs, is this is the really weird 2 different level.
Yeah, why is it at a second height than this one?
Yeah.
So that needs to be flattened out all the way across there. But it is cool up here, isn't it? It's like a nice area. We're thinking in the future when we have a few more viral videos on YouTube, like a few thousand more, we can extend this out and have another bedroom. But you know,
This is really like a 10-year plan.
10-year plan.
It's going to take a while.
Yeah, for now we just leave it pretty much as it is. Maybe change these ugly tiles here.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. There is some cracks in the brick that also needs to be fixed, so we'll fix that.
The thing I like about it here is that you do have a really nice view of the garden.
Very nice view, so super cool.
Yeah. Kind of like Cinderella up here, you know?
Yeah, we're like the kings of the neighborhood up here.
Yeah.
Okay, we've still got one more floor to go though.
All right.
This is where it gets small. All right, you've got to watch your head going up here. Okay, it's not really very big at all up here. We've got this like landing area, a cupboard here. It smells like grandma and grandpa's house here, you know what I mean? So you got this cupboard here, then you got this door, and a room where you can basically touch both sides pretty easily. So we need to probably rip these out and insulate them, but we're going to do that later on. And then down this end, we'll have another one. So another small, very small, tiny room up here. I'm thinking I'm going to be editing my videos up here. It's like a mini office space. But that's it. That's our tour of our house. Now we're going to get started. This is video number 1 in this series. Now we're going to get started on the real stuff, the grunt work. We're going to get dirty and start knocking some stuff down.
Yeah.
And I think the first thing we're going to do is the tiles on the floor below. So hope you enjoyed this video. We'll see you soon for part 2. Smashing tiles up.
If you have any tips, let us know in the comments, and we're looking forward to see you next time we upload a video. Don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, and that too.